In this session, we'll walk through the essentials of managing your school's website, including navigating content management, adding a page, and editing an existing page. By the end, you'll feel confident making updates that keep your site accurate, accessible, and up to date. To log in, start by selecting Sign in with Google on the login screen. If you're asked, choose your LCS account. The first time you log in, you may also need to accept the terms and conditions before moving forward. This is the home screen for Aptogee. I like to think of it as the help screen, because right here you'll find all the different ways to get support and resources directly through Aptogee. In our last video, we focused on the media section of Aptogee. In this video, we're shifting our attention to the CMS, or Content Management System, where you'll learn how to create, edit, and manage the content that appears on your school's website. Don't worry if my screen looks a little different from yours, that's normal. For this training, we're going to focus on the Pages menu, which is the first page you'll always land on when you enter the CMS. Let's take a quick tour of the Pages menu. At the top, you'll see the status bar. This lets you view all the pages on your website, or filter to see only published pages, unpublished pages, or archived pages. And remember, in Aptogee you can't delete a page, you can only archive it. A new feature you'll notice is the schedule status. This allows you to set pages to publish and close on the timeline you choose. Any pages with scheduled dates can be found under the Schedule tab. Looking for a page but don't feel like scrolling? Just use the search bar to quickly find exactly what you need. Let's jump right in. Click New Page so we can practice creating a brand new web page together. Start by giving your page a name. This is the title that will appear on your website. Then, click on the slug line so it can automatically generate the web address for your page. Next, click Create and Edit to start building your new page. You can't do anything with a page until you've built its foundation. That foundation starts with choosing a layout. Everything you see in this menu is drag and drop, which makes it easy to design your page the way you want. The different layout options are pretty straightforward based on their names. The only one I'll caution you about is full width. Use this layout very sparingly, because it doesn't always display well on all devices. When you add a layout, you'll see options to further personalize it. Feel free to play around and explore, but keep in mind that we're aiming for a clean, user-friendly look that makes it easy for families to find information. Now that we've started with a layout, let's look at our content elements. These are what really bring the page to life. I'll start with a quick overview of the different elements, and then we'll see how they look once added into a layout. We have 4 content elements that are dedicated to pictures and videos. Image is for adding a single picture. Gallery lets you display a collection of images. Slider is also a collection of images, but they automatically cycle through. For accessibility, remember that all images must include alt text to meet ADA requirements. And finally, video. For videos, we recommend using YouTube, since videos must have closed captions to remain ADA compliant. Next, let's look at table, quote, and form. These are pretty much what they sound like. Table works like a mini spreadsheet, perfect for organizing simple information. Quote gives you that magazine-style pull quote to highlight important text. And form allows you to create a basic form, though in most cases we recommend using Google Forms instead for easier management and sharing. The one content element that can be powerful, but also tricky, is code. This allows you to embed items directly into your page. The problem is that screen readers cannot read embedded content, which creates ADA compliance issues. If you choose to use this element, use it very sparingly and only when absolutely necessary. Next, I'll show you some of the other content elements as I design a sample page for testing information. These include heading, text, which is required before you can add any written content, spacer, separator, button, and accordion. Each of these tools helps organize and present your content in a clear, user-friendly way. Now that I've created the page, added a layout, and added content, I want to see how it looks to decide if I need to make any changes. To do that, I'll simply preview the page. This layout preview lets me see the page exactly as it would appear if it were published, and I can also check how it looks on different types of devices, like a computer, tablet, or phone. I like what I see, so now I'm going to review my changes to make sure everything is ready. In the Review Changes menu, you can compare what your page looked like before your edits and what it looks like after. This gives you one last chance to catch anything you may have missed and make adjustments before publishing. At this point, I can either confirm my changes to publish them, or save the page as a draft so I can come back and finish it later. I'm going to go ahead and confirm my changes at this time so the page is published and live. On this screen, I can see that my page is currently unpublished. From here, I also have the option to schedule the page to publish at a specific date and time, and even set a time for it to unpublish automatically. My favorite part is the activity log. This feature lets you see exactly who has made changes and when. Even better, it gives you the ability to restore your page to a previous version if needed. We've just created our first page. Now let's move on to the next step: editing an existing page. To edit your page, look for the pencil icon in the Actions column. Click it. This screen should look familiar. You'll see the page information and your activity log. In the top right corner are the Share, Copy, and Edit buttons. Let's click the Edit button so we can make changes to the page. When editing your page, you'll see the same options you had when creating it. Just like before, you can preview your changes to make sure everything looks right. And don't forget, your edits won't stick until you click Confirm Changes. Editing a page is quick and easy. Just make your changes, preview them, and click Review Changes, and then confirm changes to lock them in. Editing a page is quick and easy. Just make your changes, preview them, and click Review Changes to lock them in. This menu's options are pretty self-explanatory. The one you may want more information on is Copy Relative Link. I use this option when I've created a page on the back end, but I need to use it on the front end. For example, adding the link to a button, an article, a live feed post, or even one of the new features you'll learn about in another video. Back in the Pages menu, you'll see the same options. Just remember, if you want to delete a page, you'll need to archive it instead. Archiving keeps a record of the page, so you can restore it later if needed. Your school's website is often the first impression families and the community have of your campus. Keeping it updated and accurate helps tell your story and showcase the amazing things happening every day. Remember, you don't have to do it alone. Support staff can help, and every page should serve a purpose. Together, we can make sure your website reflects the very best of your school. Thank you for your time today. Keep an eye out. Your Webmaster assignment will follow.